Hi, I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, collective, I'd just like to say I am an experienced and professional counsellor and I offer 100% money back guarantee, thank you, for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as counselling and mentoring, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check the details in the description box below this video. So let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. Messages for the collective. Messages for the collective. Okay, so you're coming in with the Death card, and you were also coming in with the Hangman card here in your reading. This has to do with you, collective, and I will deep dive further and see how this is connected to your person here in your reading. See, what I get here with both these cards on the board is a past has ended. You're coming in with, well, I've been talking about it a lot on my channel. This is coming in as negative attachments. This is toxic patterns of behaving here. It comes in as a lack mentality, a poor mentality here. You're also coming in with, but that's ending. This is coming in as one tough cycle here. It would have taken a lot of effort on your part to make these changes, or to take the correct action, how it's coming in, to take the correct action to end out a past way of behaving. That's what it's talking about here in your reading. And what it also talks about here in your reading, it's also talking about coming away from chatter, coming away from other people's influence in a sense here. It really depends on to what degree here in your reading people try to influence and persuade you, because you're, with both those cards coming out on the board, you're actually coming in with the Six of Swords. And so how I see that to be, I would see it as finally listening, finally trusting here that you know what's best for you. Trusting in yourself and the universe that this is the correct path. That's what this is saying. But this is also talking about here in your reading for a new cycle to begin, because that's the next step here, to be quite honest. The next step is actually a new cycle, but this new cycle here comes in as using everything that you have learnt thus far and putting it into action. It's coming in as, well, it's like a practical approach, to be quite honest. It's not about leaving it as an idea. This is no idea here, guys. This is not an idea. It's more than an idea when it comes to you here in your reading, because it's telling me here in your reading the past has ended. An outdated belief system here, the program has ended here, or you're taking the steps to end it out. Here in your reading, what it can also talk about there is that you have everything that you need in order to end out the past program. That things had to be a certain way. This is like saying here in your reading, you can't be fooled. Here you can read between the lines. It's like you can pick up on what people's true intentions are here without second guessing yourself. This is saying you no longer second guess yourself anymore or convince yourself here. That's what I'm getting here in your reading. It is coming in as changes. That's what these cards are talking about here. But the changes are coming in as how to build it, how to build this new cycle, how to cultivate, plant positive seeds of change here. I actually get here you already have. Now you need to cultivate it. But this is about coming away from listening to other people tell you how to cultivate here, or try and persuade you here to try something new, to try a new path, because you're already set. Your heart, your mind here, and your actions are already, it's like it's already in motion. You can't go back is what it's saying here. In a way, it's like, yeah, but in a way, it is what it is. When you're talking about the past cycle, oh, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I know I can't go back and change the past, but I can definitely start making those changes today so that I can change my future. That's how that's coming in. But what I get here in your reading, to be quite honest with you, collective, is, well, it's like doing it on your own, doing it for yourself, here being selfless and doing it for yourself, by yourself. That's what I'm getting here. This ending out here, collective. And what it can also talk about here in your reading is also cultivating and planting these new seeds, because you're coming in with a rebirth, you're coming in with a cycle is what it's coming in as, but this cycle is different. It's a different way of building it here, because you have to build it differently here in your reading. And why I say that is because you've already, you've confronted and faced the truth about yourself and your reality. That's how these cards are coming in. What I get with the Hanged Man card is that you can see people, or you pick up that people want to influence you here. It's coming in that way, but they can't. They can't change how you... They can't change you because you've made some major changes in your life. That's what it's talking about here. This is you're beginning to. You're taking the steps towards it here, or you're in it at this time here in your reading. Yeah. This ending, it's an end to a past cycle, coming in with the Four of Swords. Here, the Death card. But what it talks about there in your reading, it's coming in as being correct, is what it talks about here. Taking the correct action, like I said in the beginning. Making that conscious effort here in your reading. And no one can tell you likewise. No one can tell you what the correct action is, because you already know, here, collective. Alright, let me keep going with that and let's see. Oh well, thank you. Wow. So you have the Eight of Swords, the Justice card. You have the Magician. There's the World card, the Ace of Pentacles here. You have the Judgment card. I was coming in with the Judgment card with these two cards on the board, okay? And you were also coming in with the Eight of Pentacles here in your reading. Let me just add these suits up for you, eh? So coming in with 16, 24, you're still at 24 here. See what it talks about here, and I spoke about the building, I spoke about cultivate here in your reading. What I get here is that it's wow, it's going to take, you have to work at it, and you're going to have to work your ass off here in your reading, because what it talks about here in your reading is that this is coming in as what you have to do. These cards are kind of coming in as the requirements here, guys, to end out the past cycle, to come out of this lack, poor mentality here, to start a new cycle is what it talks about here in your reading. And you definitely have that here with the World card coming in. See, what this tells me here in your reading is there is no other way. There is no other way here. There is no other way to end out the past cycle. There is no other way to get or to have or to build a new cycle. It has to be done a certain way, and these are the requirements. But what it tells me here in your reading, collective, is that you know what these requirements are because you were coming in with the Hanged Man card. See what it also talks about here in your reading, and I spoke about the past cycle, what you're walking away from. You've learnt some lessons. This is why I was saying you can't go back there. You don't want to go back there. You won't be persuaded by anybody else here in your reading. This is what it also talks about. And so what it talks about there in your reading is that it's like a reminder, this Judgment card, this Ten of Swords, it's coming in as a reminder. Remember, here it's like you're going to get those intuitive nudges here. And I was picking that up in your reading, and I did mention that here is that there are going to be times where there will be others that want to persuade you here. That's how that Ten of Swords is coming in, and this is why I'm saying it is coming in as a reminder for yourself here, but that reminder will come through as an intuitive nudge. And I get here in your reading, you can see it, you already know here people's intentions, hidden agendas here. This is what it's also talking about. And it does have to do with the changes that you were making, the changes that you were wanting to make here in your reading. But it also comes in as yourself here in your reading, where you may lack enthusiasm. I just want to be real here for what you were doing, or lack that passion here in your reading, because it's coming in here is that you have to build it, you have to work at it, and it's like you have to allow it to grow here in your reading. See, even with the Justice card coming in, it just is. Here, what it tells me there in your reading is that there is no other way, and you, like I said, you know what you need to do. That's how it's coming in here in your reading. Now, this new cycle, what I'm also picking up here is the new cycle is your person, to be with your person here in your reading, to be ready for your person. Because in the past, you may have taken certain steps, or you may have taken certain actions here, and it just didn't pay off for you, is what I'm getting with the Ten of Swords here, the Judgment card. And so with the Eight of Pentacles coming in, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and you also have the Ace of Pentacles here in your reading. You're coming in with, well, see, this is a new way of looking at money. This is a new way of looking at making money here. You're coming in with the business as well here in your reading with your Pentacles on the board. See, what I get here in your reading is that in the past cycle here, it's not like you didn't have money here in your reading, but it comes in as how you made your money. And there were lessons that you learned from that, from how you made your money, how you accumulated your money here, especially coming in with the Judgment card here in your reading. That also has something to do with your reading as well, with the Death card and the Hanged Man card here. But what it also talks about here in your reading is that, yes, of course, you may have connected the dots here, coming in with the Ace of Pentacles here in your, about where it didn't work out here. This Judgment card, Ten of Swords, it kind of comes in as no more deluding yourself that what you're doing is okay. Like I said, it's a reminder, reminding you, hey, that's what happened in the past here. That's how I see these cards here in your reading. Okay, this challenge and obstacle here. Challenge and the obstacle here in your reading is, this is how it needs to be done. Pure and simple here. All right, let me keep going. See, what I get there, it is coming in as others, but it also comes in as yourself here too, here in your reading, and also your person here. These swords, they're coming in like the whole three here. There's been a hell of a lot of misunderstandings here in your reading, a lot of misinterpretation. There is blame, judgment, resentment, and reacting coming in with these swords on the board. All of that's coming in here, guys. You're also coming in with, lack of understanding for yourself. You know, let's be real here, for yourself, also your person, and also others here in your reading, which is, it's big. It's quite a big picture here. Okay, right, let's just keep going here. Thank you. Alright, so you were coming in with the Five of Wands, which is the Devil card. You were also coming in with the Page of Cups. And you also have the Three of Pentacles here in your reading. So, 19. Okay. Potentially here in your reading, what it talks about there is the confidence here. It's confidence here, guys. When you're coming in with the Devil card, because you have to actually work your ass off for this. That's what it's saying. It's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and the only way to get out of that is to work here. And that work is creating change in your life, positive changes here. Now, of course, this is both you and your person. Now it is coming in as your person here, potentially here in your reading. Now, this Page of Cups is the only cups on the board here. So what I get there in your reading, it's wanting to start over so that you can rebuild here. See, but the building here, when you're coming in with the Page of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, the rebuild here is the truth about love. Potentially here, that's what's going to happen here in your reading. The Magician, coming in with the King of Wands, this person is going to have the strength and the courage to do that. This is what it's saying. But it's the strength and the courage to be vulnerable here. To be vulnerable to, it's like admit, to admit or recognize that they have always had a perception of love. It was never true and real love. What it can also talk about there, potentially here, your person realizing that they never knew true and real love until now, but do they love themselves is what your reading is saying. Potentially here, that's where your person is going. That is what your person is wanting to do here, collective. So let's see what the advice is. Oh, let's have a look. Alright, so you were coming in with the Queen of Swords here in your reading. So let me have a look at that. So we came in with 24, 25. See, what I get here is watch your words, speak with compassion and empathy. Coming in with the Queen of Swords, what it also talks about there is listen before you speak. Don't cast, judgment, blame here. But there was something else I was getting here. This is what I get with this Queen of Swords is come from your emotions here. Speak from that angle here in your reading. Try not to manipulate or be dishonest about the way in which you feel here. You've really got to know your feelings is what it talks about. So if your person makes you feel a certain way here, be honest with yourself and your person. That's what I'm getting. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your reading, collective. Book an image reading with me and I'll catch you later. Bye.